It's a great pleasure to be here and to say a very brief few words as a warm-up to the official opener, who's Brian Quinn, who's known to all of you. There wasn't much argument about who was going to do the actual official opening. We looked at the budget, we decided it wasn't going to be big enough to support two major speeches, so Brian got the gig. It's great to be here and it's great to see a range of ideas on the walls, and for a number of reasons. First, it's great to see architecture asserting itself as an important part of the Arts Festival. It's had a checkered history over the 30 odd years that I've been in Mayo, and it's great to see it just out there, part of the Arts Festival, part of the discussion about society and the community that we are making, we're trying to make in our various ways, and for that alone it's fantastic to see it. So Nola, for getting that done, well done. Thank you. I also enjoyed the walk around and seeing the ideas, and in truth you do miss occasionally some of the wackier part of the profession and the kind of ideas that get presented on pages, that some of which are interesting, some of which are challenging, some of which are very doable and some of which are very real. And I'd have to say the range of ideas, you know, from the very small shelters at my back here right through to the Blue Way. The notion of being able to walk from Mulranny across to Clare Island and out to Runa is one which would appeal to a whole lot of people. I suspect that the National Parks and Wildlife people and a whole lot of others would have reservations about it, but lovely idea. So the range is fantastic. So to all of you who have contributed to the range of ideas that are on the wall, including the County Council, who have 4 ideas up there for discussion and enjoyment, well done to you all. And finally, I'd just like to say the debate between, you know, iconic buildings and the buildings that kind of mark place, the buildings that make place, it's pretty universal. It is ongoing. There are no simple answers. There are times when buildings need to be subjugated to the place, and Westport is one of those towns which demonstrates it very well. There is an importance to the whole which has got to be respected as well, and the balance between getting expressive architecture which expresses the ideas of its time and the values of the society that makes it, while still respecting the context in which it works, is a very delicate one. And I think people who have done work in Westport over the last 20 years need to be very proud of what they've done and should be commended for what they've done, because a walk around shows that balance has been, by and large, well respected and well achieved. And finally, I hope that the exhibition is a great success, and I hope that a lot of people come and walk through and enjoy it, both the fun bits and the serious bits and the challenging bits. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you very much for inviting me here. I mean, this idea of architecture and the built environment and how important it is in our lives is something that you as architects obviously all hugely appreciate, but we do too. It's hugely important to us all, and some of it has been fantastically novel and has changed communities. I always love that story of Bilbao, and I'd love to have been in that county council meeting of Bilbao Urban District Council. You know, this huge industrial city in northern Spain, with a fishing industry, and you can imagine a real big industrial base and all it was, but in huge decline. And they're kind of, what are we going to do next? Like, how do we revive our city and our community? And some guy at a county council meeting stands up, well, I think we should knock the port and bring in a library. You know, and the Guggenheim becomes that project, and literally transforms Bilbao and creates a whole new industry. The Guggenheim was the start of the tourism industry in Bilbao, and it's now a hugely important destination. And look where we are, in this fantastic town of Westport, a very visionary town council that employed Simon Wall as the first architect, probably in any urban centre in the country. A visionary idea, and architecture and the built environment of Westport has helped us win tidy towns over and over. It's what people come to Westport for. They really appreciate how we look after our town, and we can do much more with it, of course, but it's that built environment that's hugely important and fantastic for us all. And these are brilliant ideas in a recessionary time. Some of them are really novel. I love this. I know Peter made reference to the blue way. And we have a role for that right now. You know, the big project in our lives right now is the Greenway, which is really hit every box from our point of view. But we want to extend the Greenway. The Greenway, you know, is 44 kilometres, which is great in the domestic market. But if we're going to get overseas visitors come here, we need 200 kilometres of a Greenway type project. So we need a Greenway that's going to go from a minimum from Galway City to Belmullet. And that's exactly what we're working on right now. We want to be part of the Wild Atlantic Trail, which starts in Faro in Portugal and ends up in northern Norway. And it's along the west coast. The Irish part will be part of that. But when we leave Mulranny now and go north to Belmullet via the National Park, we want to cross the estuary and go on to Guisala. And that idea of this novel bridge, like the Carrigareed Road Bridge in Northern Ireland, which again is iconic and everybody photographs it, that's the type of thing that we need right now. So we need to talk to this person very soon and get that moved on. So it's fantastic that you have these ideas, and we as a community appreciate it. We want to say that we appreciate you as architects for what you bring to our lives. I always was amused with Des Mahan, Peter's former boss. He used to be really amused and enjoyed the competition between the engineers and the architects within the council system. One guy was all about size and strength, and the other people were all about good taste. So that's what you give to our lives, good taste, and thank you for doing so. I have to declare this exhibition open, and it's open for 2 further weeks, so tell all your friends about it and bring more wine.
I just want to thank everyone for coming today, and I want to say it's so great to see so many architects together for one, but also it's great to have people from the general public coming in and getting a mix of opinions, that it's not always about that these events are open to the public, and that I think most people will see something that ticks their box anyway. And we do have a book here, so if anyone thinks they have another Blueway project that they want to put down on paper and sign their name to, you can put it in the book over in the corner, because there seems to be plenty of other people from various sections of the arts and the Westport community here, and I'm very, very happy to see everyone here, so thank you.